Well, good morning to you, Sakina, and to the viewers at home. Day 2, as you've said, of this Investing Mining Indaba here at the Cape Town International Convention Center. Of course, the big moment today is going to be the delivery of the keynote address by President Cyril Ramaphosa at around 9 o'clock this morning. You can catch that delivery from our channels, SABC News. Of course, there will be other speakers today looking at the issues of Eskom. Of course, energy and load shedding high on the agenda at this Indaba. Eskom CEO Andre de Ruyter is expected to be one of the speakers today. Of course, I'm sure he is going to go and give assurances in terms of how Eskom is going to try and fix this load shedding problem, even though he's on his way out. Of course, the other person that will be giving an address is the Transnet CEO, Portia Derby. Of course, you must remember that load shedding has actually affected some of the rail and ports in the country. Of course, the other issue that came out yesterday on the perspective of Transnet is that there are plans to actually, outsource some of the corridors between Durban and Joburg over the next 20 years. We'll have to wait and see how Labour actually responds to those, plans by Transnet. Of course, yesterday, Sakina, the Mineral Resources and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe, was the person who was sent by the government to actually open this conference. Of course, again, as expected, giving assurances that the South African government is on top of things in terms of trying to resolve the energy crisis, making the promise that over the next 12 months, they expect that the load shedding problem to be a thing of the past. Whether that will be achieved is something that we'll have to wait and see. Of course, again, giving a 4-point plan in terms of how the government intends to actually deal with this load shedding problem. Again, the first point that is trying to raise is that they want to actually reduce the energy availability factor, which has been reducing from about 75% to 49%. It says they want to improve that energy availability factor to actually ensure that they fix some of the power stations in the country. The second point that is made is that they also want to ensure that they buy electricity from some of the neighboring countries, including Mozambique and Zambia. And the third point is that they also want to purchase short-term energy from places like private entities, and lastly, fixing the skills shortages at Eskom. So that was the key message that was brought by the Mineral Resources and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe yesterday. Sakina?